All right, you guys have seen the Audis on the road. They've got those really dim yellow daytime running lights, and now it's time to do something about it on this B8.5 Audi. So we're gonna remove these lights, replace the LED boards and the optical tubes to give you maximum visibility. What happens is these boards fail and the optical tubes burn up because the boards usually overheat, chipsets, and it's just a ugly mess because these are fantastic little cars. It just looks like something's off. Obviously the customer's got an error light, and even though it's picking it up on video, this light is really dim, and that's why it's sort of yellowed up, and it doesn't look good. So we're gonna take care of business here. We'll get these removed. We do offer other options, new bulbs, new lenses, clear reflectors on the side, but for this one, we're just taking care of the actual daytime running lights. Okay, so once these heat sinks are removed from those brackets and those holders, what happens is these are glued down essentially from the factory. That is the original one, that's the replacement. You can see over time it just kind of browned up, and the LED itself is affected as well. So this will be a fresh start for this. We'll get those optical tubes replaced, and then we'll show you the final results of this setup. Here's the headlight disassembled. Now we got the main housing out of it. You can see the projector in there that uses that typical Bosch by Xenon setup. So we do offer projector retrofits, LED or HID upgraded bulbs. Anyway, this is about the daytime running lights. These actually sit in two different areas. We got one over here and one on the inside, and those power the optical tubes on this housing. If you're replacing the tubes, you got to take this fully apart, and you will be able to see those tubes right on the backside there. So it essentially sits like that. They get plugged in and they sit right in front of the openings for those LED chips. So we're gonna take out the chips right now. They have failed completely on the one side, obviously, and they are dim on this side. So we'll take a look at what's going on. And here we've got this all wrapped up. Came out really, really nice. It's amazing to see the difference in the color of the daytime running lights. They have that nice kind of ice white look, right back to the original styling. Yeah, we made the right call. You got to change the optical tubes. You got to change the LED boards. They were crispy. The ends of the optical tubes were burnt up, especially on one side, the passenger side, where it was really, really dim. Where it was out. But ultimately they will all fail. It seems that way. So if you've got a modern Audi with these kind of optical tubes, Audi switched to these. They used to have individual reflectors like on the B8, and now this is the B8.5. We do a lot of Q7s, and they're about 10 years old, and they're perfectly fine. They don't have the same kind of issues. When you're trying to run a high output daytime running light system through just two LEDs and optical tubes, I think that's where things went wrong for this sort of design, because essentially power is being pulled from these two areas here, as I showed you before, and then it just kind of spreads over. And depending on the angle, of course, it's hard to see, but yeah, this came out really, really good. A little bit more work than we had imagined, but Audi lights, any kind of German headlight, it's really compromised of a lot of components. The lens comes off easy, that's the good point. Looks like somebody already painted over the amber to give it a nice sleek look, but when it comes to disassembling some of these components, that can get pretty tough. So yeah, this worked out really awesome. We also have a little surprise. We noticed the lights were dim. We noticed the actual headlight aim was off, so we reached out to the customer. They opted to do the Osram CBB bulb, so I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment, and show you the output on the wall. Okay, so these are the Osram CBB bulbs. They are warming up right now. This is Osram's Cool White. CBB stands for Cool Blue Boost. It's really not blue, but it's a little bit further away from the original look. These bulbs match the daytime running lights. I mean, just absolutely perfectly. Can't wait for the customer to see this. It looks really, really good. I'll show you the output on the wall, but before the lights were kind of aimed at the ground. I believe it's because the car looks like it's been lowered. It's pretty low in the front especially, so it's possible they didn't change over the aim of the headlights. And yeah, I'll show you right now what this looks like. But it looks really clean. We also offer projector retrofits for this model, HID or LED. But if you just want something straightforward, change out your bulbs while you send in the lights for the service. Sort of a no-brainer. Again, everything matches up really, really well now. And this Audi is getting ready to get back to the customer later on this morning. So can't wait to see the expression. But let us know what you think. Reach out to us if you have any questions. We can definitely offer this service for a lot of modern vehicles like the Audis that have the issues. All right, so subscribe to the channel, guys. Please show us your support. And if you need any lighting for your other vehicles, let us know. We supply a lot of different retrofitting products. Thanks again.